Hey gang, we're here with our introductory tutorial of Quicks, our latest Joomla template for Joomla 2.5 and 3.3. As you see, we have a really cool website here for you now. We based this off of a blog idea with our timeline module and component here. And this is a nice little slideshow with it. These are Joomla articles by the date. As you see, it's a timeline. You can drag this over and see past articles by the date. Bring this over here. You can contract it to see more. You can expand it. And this acts as a slideshow as well. If we click on this one, then we get the next slide. And you've got your little arrows here to go back and forth on the slides. And over here in this right position, we have more articles here, and this is our Deluxe News Pro module where we have the intro image and the title. And as we scroll down here, we have a very small side menu here with some navigation, your social networking, an ad, some more links, and another ad. Here in the center, again, we have our Deluxe News Pro. We have some nice CSS3 hover effects here for the images. As you see, the images go behind the content when you hover. You get a nice transparency. And then we have the date over here. This is the date badge. And what we've done is these are kind of color-coded. Each one of these articles is in a different category, and each category has a different color here, and that gives you some style. So over here on the right, we have the search module. We have another ad for the Dollar Photo Club. A great place to find stock photos. And then here we have our archives. These are the core Joomla archives. Then we have the more articles. Again, this is a Deluxe News Pro, but here we're only showing the title. We go down here to the bottom, and then we have 3-panel articles. Again, Deluxe News Pro, showing the intro, title, the date, intro text, and a read more. And down here we have the ACY mailing module, and so we've made a really stylish sign up for your email list. And at the bottom, of course, we have the footer where we have our disclaimer. And so let's go over the module positions now that I've shown you the template. Up here is the logo. This is not a module position, but it's easily changed by our template administrator. And here in the menu bar left, we have the main menu. The main menu here is using a suckerfish style. We also have a dual fish style. The main menu can also be a sticky menu if you want. Right now we don't have it set for sticky. And this is just a members link here that's in the main menu that just takes you to the login. So right here in our user 1 position, this is our timeline module. And here in right 2 is the Deluxe News Pro. So we go down here and we're going to move into left 4 because right here is where the component's going to go, and the component's turned off on home page. So we move all the way down to the 4th region here. I'll go into the regions a little more if you're not familiar with those in a moment. But this is left 4. All of these modules are in here. This is just a basic menu module using some icons. This is our socializer wall module doing the social. This is just a custom HTML module with an ad in it. This is a basic Joomla menu. And this is another custom HTML with an ad in it. All in the left 4. This is user 13. Right here, as I said, Deluxe News Pro showing these 4 articles. Over here in right 4, we have the basic Joomla search. We have another ad, which is a custom HTML module. We have the core Joomla archives module here. And then we have the more articles, and these are all in right 4. As we move down here, we have user 25. Again, it's the Deluxe News Pro and user 25 going 3 columns. User 37 is the ACY mailing module, and we have a custom HTML module here in the footer position. So as responsive is the rage right now, let's go ahead and take a look and see how this template really looks on devices. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and use the Duo browser here. Okay, and as you're seeing here, we have 2 different views. Let me go ahead and refresh the page. This is the demo. You see that little demo thing there, but I've disabled that for this. And a lot of people do ask us about that little tab that was over there on our demos. It does not come with a template. It's a custom plugin that allows you to go ahead and buy the product right from our demo page. We are working on making that a commercial product at some time. So let's go ahead and check out the responsive version here. So what you're seeing is the Duo browser, which shows you a dual view. It shows you the desktop version of the website as well as the mobile version at the same time. And this is for the Macintosh. You can download it from the App Store. And as you see, you can go ahead and pull this out if you want to see what other it is. And there at the bottom, you can see what's actually happening with the widths. So you can see how everything responds. And this is really good for when you're going ahead and you're working on a site, because you can work on your site in the desktop view and you can instantly see if there's going to be any problem with a mobile version. So let's go back here to our normal view and let's go ahead and check out the rest of the template. So we have our pages here, the normal Joomla content, and our idea here was to build a nice blog that was based on Joomla content. There's a lot of conflict in the concept of Joomla. People think that WordPress is the best thing for blogging, but Joomla content is great for blogging. And as well, you really don't need to have a blog component, if you want to do your own personal blog. There are quite a few good blog components out there if you want to have a blog where you have other users submitting blogs and you want it to be more advanced. But if you're just doing a blog, Joomla can do it great for you. So let's go ahead and look at the pages. Here's the Joomla content. This is going to be a 2-column layout. See, we have the nice hover effect here and the read mores. And then we have our standard blog view, which we go ahead and put something over here in the left, and we have the special blog view. We actually did this with this wraps as a page class, as I will show you in the next video tutorial when we get into the backend administration. So let's go ahead and check out an article here real quick. And as you see, we have our article here, and here is commento, so people can comment. And as you see, this article was created with a WYSIWYG editor, so you can see that everything works fine when you use the WYSIWYG editor. We like to do most of our stuff in the HTML mode because it's a lot easier for us. If you're new to everything, you might want to use a WYSIWYG editor, but simple HTML markup is really easy to learn. So if you're doing web design, I would suggest that you really brush up on that if you're not fully knowledgeable about basic HTML. So let's go ahead and check out the portfolio views. This portfolio view is just a 3-column blog with just showing the image. Then we have our portfolio center, where we use a page class to go ahead and have 3 articles in the top for the leading, with the middle one being featured, and then just 4-column here across on the bottom ones. So then we have a portfolio left, which features the left image, and then a portfolio right. And then we have a photo gallery here, and with the photo gallery we're just using our free image gallery plugin. All you really do is just put a tag in an article linking to the folder, and it does these images just like this. And you can go ahead and click on them to get the full image, and you can browse through it and close it. And then we've included a 404 error page. I hope you find that as entertaining as we did. And then we have our core Joomla stuff. You have your login, you've got your registration form, all styled nicely for the template. You have the Joomla search, you have the contact page, and then you have the wrapper. And as far as extensions here, here's our extension page. It tells you what's in here. Of course, there's timeline. We have our custom HTML Pro module, our Deluxe News Pro, our Socializer wall, our image gallery plugin, and we also have ACY Mailing Free Edition included with it, as well as commento. Let's go ahead here and check out the different styles that we have. Right now, we're looking at style 1. Since we've seen that, let's move on to style 2. Style 2 gives us some green tones. Very nice green color, very popular now. And let's go ahead and check out style 3. Style 3 is a little different, as you see, because we've got the header stuck on the top, and it goes full width. It's not set to sticky right now, but it is up there on the top with no gap and full width. And we used a nice blue color here and added a little border around this to kind of spice it up. And our final style, style 4, is orange. And basically the same thing. As you see, we've changed out the images here in the bottom, and we use some fixed stuff to go ahead and make it look cool when you scroll. Let's go ahead and go back to style 1 real quick. And here's our layout page. And as I explained earlier, if you're not familiar, we do everything in regions here. If you're familiar with Joomla, basically you have module positions in Joomla that you can publish modules in. And just about every framework or template comes with many different module positions, so you can go ahead and lay things out differently. But one thing that we did a little different is that we put things in regions. So here in region 1, you've got inset and you have top 1 through 6. Okay, region 2, of course, you're going to have your left 2, your right 2, and then 6 user modules. Region 3 holds a component, so we're going to have our core left and core right here, and some additional user positions. Region 4 will have left 4, right 4, some more user positions, 5, 6, and onward. Now what this does for us by giving us these regions is we can go ahead and in the template manager change the region order. So let's say that you have you want to take and have some modules here in this top area, some modules here, and you've got your component here, but you want more modules there, and you don't need all these down here. You could take region 5 simply and put it right after region 2. You can change the region order. So I'm going to show you real quickly here with our layout the different region orders. This is the full layout. This is region 1 through 10 in that order. So now we'll switch it up here real quick, and we're going to call this with region 1, 2, 6, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So we basically just kicked 6 up right after 2. So as you see, we've got our region 1 here, but now we moved region 6 right here. So it's above all this. And for the next layout, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we took the 6 out, excuse me, and we moved 6 to the bottom. So as you scroll down, see the newsletter is above these now. Alternative layout 3, we went ahead and streamlined things a little bit. We took out the timeline. So now here's your menu and here's your basic blog stuff, and go down and that's it. It's a little simpler. Layout 4, we went ahead and put the newsletter right here second, because maybe you want people to come in, see your blog, and before they do anything, sign up to your newsletter. And then there are some mini site versions. Here's just regions 2, 3, 6, and 8. Real simple. Now you want to go simpler than that? Here we go with a microsite. This is region 2 and 3. So you've got your footer, and you've got your timeline. We're calling region 3 in here because it is the component. So the component's in region 3, so you must always include region 3, because if you go to a sub page, everything's going to be in region 3, and if that's off, then it won't be shown. So as you've seen, this is a really great tool to go ahead when you're prototyping your site. You might start off with a full layout, like here we're showing you here, and then you might go ahead and switch up some of these regions and come up with something like this, and you might like it better and say, okay, that's perfect. So we've actually found a lot of cool different layout ideas just by switching the regions. So that's the basic tutorial here for the introductory to Quix. The next video I'm going to go into the back end of the Joomla site and show you how everything's running in the back end, show you how to do some page classes, and go ahead and set up your website. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and we'll see you in the next video.